Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to sew the new Joy Gaff undergarment from the amazing brand Tuckituppp. This exclusive tucking gaff sewing pattern can be downloaded at katkow.net. The Joy Gaff is a comfortable solution to tucking. This new edition features only one elastic waistband that goes around the front and the back. With top stitching and multiple layers of a stretch knit fabric. Let's get started. For this undergarment, I'm going to use a medium weight cotton knit for the shell and lining layers. This fabric is very similar to t-shirt fabric. You're also going to need 1.5 inch or 4 cm elastic, a stretch needle or a jersey needle, and some safety pins for testing your elastic strap length. The pattern comes with an A4 PDF and a US letter PDF for printing. Make sure to print at a 100% scale. There are 3 pages for this pattern. You will want to fold or cut off the page margins. You can then tape the pages together. Align A1, B1, and C1 vertically, and tape. The pattern comes with 8 sizes, from extra small to 3X. Review our size chart before cutting out your size. Once you've selected your size, you can cut out the paper patterns. For this tutorial, I'm going to use a size medium. Remember to cut your notches. You'll also want to add an extra notch to the elastic by folding it in half and marking the center. This pattern requires 4 layers of the same fabric, cut on a fold. Make sure the stretch of the fabric matches the direction of the stretch arrows on the pattern. Next, cut out 4 folded rectangles that match the size needed for the pattern. And iron the fabric and folds. Once pressed, you can now cut out your fabric. It's best to stack and cut 2 folded layers at a time. It helps to pin the layers of fabric together. And use clips to keep the folded fabric and pattern in place when cutting. Once cut, repeat for the other 2 layers. You should now have 4 layers of fabric. You can press out the fold if you wish. Now let's cut the elastic using the size guide provided. It's important to mark the notches on the elastic, do not cut them. Before sewing, you may want to test the elastic length. To do so, simply pin the ends of the straps to the corners of the gaff using safety pins. With the back of the gaff, pin to the center mark of the elastic. Once pinned, you can try on the gaff. It helps to have extra elastic on hand in case you'd like to change the length. Once you are satisfied with the elastic length, we can start sewing. Start by stacking 2 layers of fabric, with the right sides of the fabric facing up for both layers. And pin the layers together at the 3 corners. Next, pin the elastic ends to the front corners of the gaff, matching the notches. Then fold and clip the rest of the elastic to keep it from moving. Then pin the other 2 layers of fabric the same way. Stack these 2 layers wrong side up over the elastic. And adjust the pins through all layers of the front corners. You then want to sew the layers together using 2 lines of straight stitches, following the 1/2 inch seam allowance where the dots connect. Only sew the front corners of the gaff with these straight stitches. Once the corners are sewn, you can remove the pins. Then trim off the excess fabric and elastic only on the corners. Now pin all other edges of the fabric together. Sew all edges with a stretch stitch and leave the back edge unsewn. This gap will allow you to flip the undergarment right side out after sewing. Once your edges are sewn, you can now remove the pins. And flip the undergarment right side out through the unsewn gap. Roll the right side edges so you see the stitches, and pin all of the layers again. You now want to top stitch all around the sides of the garment using a small zigzag stitch or stretch stitch. And remove the pins. For the back gap, it's best to clean this with the use of a serger. If you don't have a serger, cut off the excess fabric, sew all layers with a straight stitch, then use a zigzag stitch to keep the fabric edges from fraying. Once serged or sewn, you then want to mark the center point of the back gaff. Then pin the back of the gaff to the center mark of the elastic. You want to overlap at least a 1/2 inch. Then top stitch 2 lines of stretch stitches over the elastic. And remove the pins. And your lovely new tucking Joy Gaff is complete. Experiment and customize to your liking with different colors, fabrics, and sizes. For ready-to-ship manufactured Joy Gaffs, check out Tuckituppp.com. And for this sewing pattern, visit Katkow.net. Check out our other video, where we show you how to sew our other gaff sewing pattern. Be sure to like and subscribe for more sewing tutorials. Thank you for watching.